Hi guys, this is Roll 101 here. This time with a movie review. Bit of an old school one, to be honest. Stephen King's Pet Sematary. Yes. 1989. My birth year. Stephen King, my dude. Pet Sematary. This is a great movie, guys. Me and my family watched it the other day, a couple of days ago. And it was epic. Stephen King at his finest. This was greatly shot. The plot was epic. The horror on point. Thriller aspects, nice. Mystery aspects, nice. Woo! Get everything you want in a Stephen King movie, man. Plot was epic, man. So good, so good. Especially when I read the book. I have to read the book now. Stephen King book. I've got Stephen King books in my house. I never read them. Always watch his movies though, but I never read the actual books. I need to read the books. Got some books, man. Especially Dark Tower. I need to read that book. I saw the movie Dark Tower the other day as well. I might review that soon. Might do like a Stephen King movie review, a marathon type thing. I might catalog. Yeah, I might do that. Watch my Stephen King movies in this review. But yeah, this is the first one. Pet Sematary, Stephen King. Okay, so we're gonna get on this. Remember to do the usual. Follow this video up, share and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. As usual. Yes, I love you people. I love you fans. Okay, so let's get into this real quick. So let's look at my little notes. So yeah, so basically the movie starts off with the Creed family. The dad called Lewis, the mom's called Rachel, and they had two kids called Ellie and Gage. That's such a beast name, Gage. Oh my god. So basically they moved to Chicago, rural Ludlow, Maine. So basically Lewis is offered a job as a doctor in the University of Maine. So basically he's moved there just as like a new job, new life type thing. He's moved there. This, you know those kind of stories, creepy old town, always got secrets. So yeah, so they see this neighbor. I think it's the Frankenstein's monster from the Monsters. I think he's starred in the Monsters. Basically he's a neighbor called Judd Crandall. And he knows about all these cemeteries, stuff like that. So he brings him down to a cemetery. The daughter's intrigued by it. The mum doesn't like it. She don't like death because she had like flashbacks of her sister dying. Because she had like a spinal meningitis, and she was just like decrepit, and she just died like a horrible death. Because the wife just doesn't like all that stuff to do with death, so she hates that stuff. But everyone else is basically intrigued by it. So yeah. So basically, Lewis in his first day on the job, he has to go to some. Well, basically, he's got his little part because he's like a big doctor surgery for that. So basically, a jogger has severe injuries, and he was brought in to Lewis. But yeah, so severe injuries. He was basically dead. So basically, Lewis had to make it look like he was going to save his life, but he knew he was dead. So he closed the blinds, checked his pulse. Yeah, he was dead. So all of a sudden, the dead jogger started talking to him. And he was like, what the heck? Oh, and the jogger's called Victor Pascal, by the way, so that's going to be very important. So this guy is going to be very important throughout the entire movie. Okay, so he talks to Lewis and says, yes, basically warns him about the Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary. Basically he's saying, don't bury anyone there. It's cursed, blah, 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 blah. And Lewis is like, kind of just does like this, like I was like, well, okay, it's random, and he goes, how do you know my name? Because he says his name as well. Lewis, don't do it. Yeah, so that basically Lewis starts to have dreams of Victor just haunting him, like randomly just telling him like, don't go into the light, don't go up there to a certain place, don't go past the cemetery. There's like a special place past the cemetery, but we don't know that yet, so that's later on. So he basically gets brought there by Victor to like, he basically sleepwalks, and he wakes up and his feet are dirty, so he knows he went outside and saw this place, and he don't even know where it is. So then after that, he wakes up. It's Thanksgiving time now. So basically, he hates his father-in-law. He hates him to death because the dad doesn't like him, and he don't like the dad. So then he's like, nah, but nah, I ain't going to the Thanksgiving with your parents, to the wife's parents. He's like, nah, I'm not going. So then after that, he stays. The cat. And his cat dies, his daughter's cat dies. And he's like, okay, crap. Oh snap! Like the cat's dead. Oh, what can I do? I can't bring it back. I can't buy a new cat because Ellie will know. There's nowhere to buy the cat. I think you can buy the cats around there anyway. It's like some rural area. There's nowhere to go for miles. And there's these trucks just going through. And throughout this whole movie, there's this massive tankers just going through the towns, going, just going super speed, moving like the Flash. I was like, what? How people live here? He's always making noise, going past people's houses. But yeah, the cat gets run over. Cat's dead. So then Judd, the neighbor, says there's a special place where I can bring the cat back. So I was like, yo. He's like, what are you talking about? So basically he follows Judd up to this, past the cemetery, up to this massive mountain. And it's basically where the Red Indians used to do rituals and spells and stuff. So it's like an Indian burial ground, stuff like that. So, and you know, whenever there's an Indian burial ground, you know something's going to kick off. Shout out to Poltergeist. So yeah, it's basically home to the Micmac Indians. And they left the burial ground as well. This is how bad this was. They left the burial ground. It's like, nah, this soul's bad. We can't do no spells and rituals here. This place is cursed. The same place is cursed. You know it's bad. So Judd explains to Lewis how to do the spell, do the ritual. Basically, he buries the cat on this hollow, this kind of thin layer of ground. He buries the cat. Took a day and stuff. You got to leave him in there for a couple of days, and then they rise. So the cat came back. He was like, what the heck is this? The cat looked dirty. The cat was vicious. The cat was never the same, as you could tell. It was like a zombie cat. So yeah, the cat was never the same. So the Judd explains to Lewis basically, yeah, whenever it comes back, it's never the same. So like, he never even told him that. It was like, he basically said, just go bury this cat. It'll come back. Like, he didn't even say he's not gonna come back the same until afterwards. So basically, this is what happens next. This is the big one. So Gage, basically, okay, so the family are having a picnic out somewhere in the forest somewhere, and the baby Gage runs off to try and catch the kite. He runs off in the road. The dad tries to stop him. He trips. He can't stop him. Baby's dead. Gage is dead. Gage is dead. Okay, so I was like, wow, Gage. Keep letting this baby run off. It's the second time this happened throughout the movie. So the Gage is dead now. They couldn't. Basically, the dad was like, no. So yeah, the dad is like, I need to bring my son back. But Judd explains to him. He tells him a story. I don't know why he tells him this now. He should have told him before he did bury the cat. So he tells him this story like of a guy called Bill. What was it his name? Bill Bateman. Yeah, it's in my notes. Bill Bateman, who died in World War II, something like that, back in the day. And he came back as some zombie. He started eating people. He started just like going crazy until the townspeople just put a stop to it. They burnt the house down with the dad and the son in it. So yeah, the townspeople hit back and just burnt the place down, the house down with him in it, and the son. So yeah, so that was like a tale to tell the dad, say, don't bring the son back, because he would not be the same. And we know this from the cat. So yeah, that happens. It's madness. So basically, the family's gone. The family's gone. They live with they're gone to the parents' house now. So oh yeah, before that, basically, yeah, like the funeral of the son was mad. It was like the wife's dad, the father-in-law, just punches the dad right in the face. You're useless. How you let the son get killed in the road? Blah 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 blah. So it was mad. But yeah, so yeah, they go stay with the parents-in-law for a while. The wife and the daughter's gone to live with them for a bit. The dad said, yeah, you go, I'm gonna do something right now. So he goes to bury the son. The son comes back, kills Judd. He basically gives him some gruesome ass death. He's dead. He cuts his Achilles tendon, eats his throat out. It's just like, what the son's diabolical at this point. The son's like, Gage is just out of his mind right now. He's just like some Wendigo spirit. It's just mental, yo. It's actually mental. The son is this. Whoever acts this boy, whoever this boy is, the actor, amazing in this role. boy is just epic. He steals the show in this whole movie. The little boy, Gage. He's the best actor in this entire movie. So yeah, okay. So the daughter has dreams, because throughout this movie, the daughter has dreams. She can predict stuff that's happening, what's happening immediately, or what's about to happen. So the daughter has a dream of like the Gage is back and Lewis is gonna do something like that. I can't remember what happened. She had the son of Gage coming back, and on Judd dying, and Lewis is in trouble, something like that. And the wife goes back to see Lewis and to see what the daughter's talking about. So she goes there because she goes, okay, let me just check this out real quick, because she's starting to have a feeling that something's going on with this daughter having too many dreams that's actually coming to pass. It's really weird. So then she goes there. She sees Judd dead, throat ripped out, mouth sliced like the Joker. His mouth. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about that bit. He sliced his Achilles. He sliced his face, his mouth. Looking at the Joker and thing. So yeah, and then after that, she sees the son just walking around because she has visions of the daughter, of her sister in the past dying. The sister's talking to her like, "You're gonna die like me," and then all of a sudden the wife just starts going crazy. She's having delusions, and she sees the son, Gage, and the son's like, "Mommy," with a scalpel in his hand there, and the mom goes to hug him. She goes to hug Gage with a scalpel in his hand. All of a sudden, all you hear is "ah!" She's screaming. She's dead. I don't know what happened. She got stabbed up or something like that. And then all of a sudden, Lewis comes back. Goes to the house. It's like, "Gage, where are you? I have to find my son. I have to find this guy." He sees muddy footprints everywhere. He sees his scalpel's missing. He wakes up because he's just asleep this entire time because he's been burying people left, right, and center. He sees the mom, the wife. She hung herself, or the son hung her, I should say. She's just like, she's dead. And then all of a sudden the dad is like, "You had enough of this." He gets his injections and stuff. He's overdosing people now. He overdosed a cat. The cat's dead. And then he's fighting the son. The son, all of a sudden, the son's slicing up the dad. Lewis just like gets the injection last minute. Injects the son right in the neck. And the son's like, "Oh, no fair." Son's dead. Okay, then all of a sudden, throughout all this as well, Victor the spirit is just talking to Lewis the entire time. "Don't bury no one. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this." And Lewis just keeps doing it. So he's gonna bury the wife now. He goes, "Yeah. The wife's gonna come back normal now. She's gonna come back great, fine. Because I took too long to bury my son and the cat. So that's why it took too long." Okay, so by that way, I should find out isn't the case. So he buries the wife now. He's in the house playing cards with himself. He's waiting for the wife to come back. Wife comes back, one shoe and no other shoe. So she's walking like, all of a sudden he's like, "Yes, she's come back to me normal." She's got this eye just leaking, no eye and thing. I was like, the son's done a number on her. She's got no eye missing, everything. Her face is sliced up, all that. And it ends with the wife picking up a knife, about to stab Lewis in the throat. And he goes, "Ah!" Nothing got stabbed up. Okay, so we don't know if he's dead or not, but it was assumed that he's dead. So that's how it ends. The whole family's dead except for the daughter. The daughter's still alive somewhere, having visions of probably what happened. So she's gonna be traumatized, and what's happened to the daughter now? So that was left open ended. What happened to the daughter? So yeah. So it's basically Pet Sematary. It was a mind bend. I loved it. I love this movie. My whole family loved it. We watched it together. It was a great family movie. We love horror movies, that's why. So yeah, so Stephen King, great movie there. Pet Sematary, classic, 1989, my birthday year. So I loved it. Pet Sematary, it's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Cemetery is a classic. Great acting. My gosh, you're gonna see Gage, the little boy, MVP of that movie. Okay, so that's my little throwback movie review done. Pet Sematary, Stephen King, 1989. Okay, and it was very commercially successful as well. So that's a plus too. So I was actually shocked how successful this movie actually was at the time, because usually those movies don't do very well, but actually this movie actually did very well. So that's a good thing. So yeah, remember to thumb this video up, share this video, and subscribe. Follow the usual places on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Leave a comment down below what you thought about this movie too, because I know a lot of people love this movie as well. So it's one of Stephen King's best adaptations in terms of his books. So yeah, this is me done. Love this movie. If you haven't seen it, go do yourself a favor, watch it right now. After this, right now. Peace. Bye.